Welcome to Ben's Experience. In this video, I will share with you how to connect Google Document API to n8n. In this video, we will go through 5 steps in order to connect the Google document or Google Docs to n8n. After that, we will see how I will show you how to test the Google Docs connection. But before this, I will promote my n8n full online course. And without further ado, let's start the first step. Here, I want to let you know that to add Google Docs or to connect Google Docs to n8n, there are two ways. Or in order to add the Google Docs credentials to n8n, there are two ways. The first one, from the overview, you go to credentials, and then you click on create credential, look for Google Docs. This is it. Click on continue, and you will arrive to this page. As you see here, n8n is asking us for our client ID and client secret. But before now, let's show you the second method, which is directly from the workflow. So I will start with a manual trigger, and then I will try to add a Google Doc node with the action of creating a document. Any action, it's the same thing. Here in the credential to connect, you can when you click on create new credential, you will arrive to the exact same page. Now that you know this info, let's start with the first step, which is creating a project in Google Cloud Console. Why we are doing this? Because to allow n8n to communicate with your Google Docs document, the first step is creating a Google Cloud project, a Google Cloud Console project, and this project acts as a workplace or workspace where Google manages APIs, permissions, and authentication credentials for your application. So step 1, go to this link, which is console.cloud.google.com. After that, click here to open the project speaker. Then click on new project. Now give your project a name, for example, n8n-docs, for example. Hit create. They are now creating our project for us. You can select it from here or go back to the project speaker and click on the latest project. Usually it's first in the list. And now we are viewing n8n docs project in organization, no organization. We can close this message. And now let's jump to the next step, which is activating the required Google APIs. Here, because those activated APIs are what allow n8n to work with your documents. This is the first API we need to enable, and this is the second one. The first one, or the Google Docs API, allows automation tools like n8n to create and edit documents automatically for us. The Google Drive API is required because Google Docs files are stored in Google Drive. So it manages file accesses, storage, and permissions. This is why for just Google Docs, you need to enable also the Google Drive access. How to activate the required Google Docs Google APIs? It's simple. Click on those 3 lines, then go to APIs and services and click on enable APIs and services. Now click again on enable APIs and services and search for Google. Let's start with the Google Docs API. Hit enter, open the API and click on enable from here. Now let's search for the second Google Drive API. This is it. Click on enable. Now that both required APIs are enabled, we can jump to step number 3, which is setting up the OAuth consent screen. Before your automation platform can access your Google account, Google requires an authorization screen to be configured, which is called OAuth consent screen. This screen appears when you grant permission for n8n to access your Google services. It lets users know which application is requesting access, what permissions it needs, and which Google account will be connected. So setting up the screen is a required step in Google's authentication process. So how to set up the OAuth consent screen? It's super duper simple. From the same APIs and services page and below credentials, click on OAuth consent screen. Click then on get started and give the app a name, for example, n8n docs. This is the name of the app asking for consent. Then select a support email for users to contact you with questions about their consent. Click on next. For the audience, go with external. Then click on next. For the contact information, fill in an email address, for example, my email address. This email address is for Google to notify you about any change to your project. Click on next, then agree to policy and hit continue. After that, create. And as you see, the OAuth configuration is created. Now that we created the OAuth consent screen, we need to generate the OAuth client credentials. When we say generate OAuth client credentials, we are talking about creating an OAuth client ID inside your Google Cloud project. Google then will generate two important values, which is the client ID and the client secret. And if you remember, those are the information n8n is asking us, Google client secret and client ID. So how to create those and before this, these credentials allow n8n to securely connect to your Google account and send authorized requests to the Google Docs API or to the Google Docs and also Google Drive. Now, to generate the OAuth client credentials, it's simple. From the overview page and below metrics, click on Create OAuth client. For the application type, select web application and then give it a name for the same thing. Keep things simple. n8n-docs. This name is only used to identify the client in the console and will not be shown to end users. Now scroll down to authorized redirect URLs and click on add URL. Now this link, you can get it from n8n. It is the OAuth redirect URL. Click on it to copy it. Go back here, paste the link and click on create. As you see, the OAuth client is created. And now we need to add, as you see, now we got the client ID, which is this code. Let's copy it. Go back to n8n and paste it in the client ID field. For the client secret, to get it, it's simple. Close this window and then click on from the client's page, click on the client ID you've just created. And here below client secret, you will see your client secret. Copy it like this. Go back to n8n, delete those dots, hit paste. And now you can, Now, by the way, I've generated the client ID and also added them to the inside n8n. So now we are in the step number 5. Now pass the client ID and client secret you've generated into the credentials fields. Now what you need to do is to click on sign in with Google to connect your Google Docs and Drive account with n8n. But before this, I know that we will face an error, which is your app you just created is not published. So what you need to do, you need to go to audience and then below publishing status, click on publish app. Push to production, yes, click on confirm. Now that the app is pushed to production, you can go back here, click on sign in with Google. Then select the same Google account you was using in the Google Cloud account. And if you see this error, don't worry, it's expected. Click on advanced and then click on go to hosting.cloud and save. Now click on select all to select all permissions and click on continue. As you see, connection successful. Now you can close this window, and as you see, account connected. You can also close this window, this pop-up, this window. You can now let's or before now we yes, before building real automations, it's a good idea to verify that the integration works correctly. So I recommend you to run a simple test using the Google Docs node in n8n. For example, create a brand new Google Docs document. So how to do this in n8n, or before this, I if you like the way I break down automation concepts and want to go deeper with n8n workflows, you can check out my full n8n course available on my website, link in the description. Now let's see how to create a brand new account or how to set up a workflow that do this simple task. So the manual trigger is already added, so I will add another node of Google Docs with the action of creating a document. Here for the credential, my Google Doc. Now I can see I will start seeing Google Docs account. For the resource, I will go with document. For the operation, I will go with create. For my drive name or ID, as you see here, now I can access, or n8n can access my Google Drive document. If in this step number 2 we activated just the Google Docs API, here we will face an issue of n8n being unable to see or to check my Google Drive documents. This is why we enabled both Google Drive and Google Docs. As you see now, now n8n can read my Google Drive files. So I will create a file, or I will create a document inside my drive called my drive with the name my drive. And then I will select the root folder, and for this document it will be titled, for example, this document is created using n8n. Before I hit execute step, I will open my drive account in a new tab or a new page, and as you see, those are the current folders. And when I execute this step, output node executed successfully. This is the ID of the document created. This is the document name. And now let's check it live. And as you see, one document is created automatically using n8n. If I open it, it is empty. And now let's see the second test, which is add or append text to an existing document. Now I will show you how to add or how to use n8n to add a text to your document. So for this, I will delete this node and add a new Google Docs node with the action of updating a document. Here, same Google Docs account, resource document, operation update, the doc ID or URL. I will go with this doc URL. It is simpler. Okay, for the actions to do, the object is a text, the action in insert, the insert segment is the body, the insert location is at the end of specific position. Here I will keep it default, and here for the text, I will go with this text is added from n8n or using n8n. But this time I will not execute this step from here. I will execute the workflow. Workflow executed successfully, and as you see, when I go back to my document, as you see, my text is added here. And this is how to connect Google Docs or Google Document API to n8n. And before I wrap this video, don't forget that if you enjoyed this tutorial, You will enjoy my full n8n online course. You can check it from my website, link in the description. And also don't forget to give this video a like, interact in the comments, and see you in the next tutorial.